Hi everyone, Claudia here from Light and Clarity. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas. We are between Christmas and New Year's Eve, and I want to do a quick card pull for you all. So, hope you're all well. No doubt you all ate a lot and drank a lot and still are. Between Christmas and New Year's, I like having time off as well. All right, so one of the things, so I want you to pick pile one, pile two, or pile three, and see what the current message is that you need to know right now in this moment in time. So just feeling into your intuition, deciding which ones you want, pile one, two, or three. One of the things I wanted to say to you all is I was speaking to a friend during the week and she was talking about, and even though I've pulled cards, when I do a reading for someone, I'm a speech channel. I don't pull cards. That's not what I do. I might pull one card at the end, but I'm a speech channel. So, and you all know how I work. You see how I do my channel messages of the week on a Monday or on a Tuesday, whenever I do them. And that's how I read. And that's how I read for myself. I listen to spirit and I channel the information in meditation. I sit and I listen, or if I'm driving, I ask and I hear the answers from my higher self, or whoever I'm choosing to speak to, one of the archangels or one of the ascended masters or my spirit guides. Yeah. And she says she was pulling a lot of cards and she decided to stop doing that in order to get answers to all the questions she had. One of the things I do want to say to all of you is it's okay to pull cards for yourselves. Either confirm something that you want to know, but it's not good to use the cards as a massive crutch or as Bible, where you use them, you follow everything they say, or you take it as literal. The reason I say this is if you play with tarot or oracle cards too much, asking the same questions too much, or really leaning on those cards, and you keep pulling lots of cards in one sitting, the cards will play with you a little bit, okay? Because what's happening is your energy is influencing the answers to those cards as well, and or blocking the answers coming in, one or the other. So cards can play with you. So if you're not getting an answer that you want and you don't like what the cards say, put them away and don't use them. What I said to her, because I know she can hear spirit, is ask the questions and listen for the answers. Feel into your intuitions as to what it is spirit wants to say to you. Whenever I channel the ascended masters, they're not really into giving me a detailed description of my future. Even if I want answers to something that's futuristic, they'll answer a little bit, but they're right, we need you to concentrate on the here and now, and that's what they give guidance on, is the here and now, and how to maneuver my way or maneuver our ways through our emotions, okay? With a client, they will give some futuristic answers, sure, to the questions you have, all right? But when I'm channeling for me, they're like, no, we need you to stay in the present. Now, the archangels will give me some futuristic answers, definitely, but if they find me asking the same question over and over again, they will remind me, we need you to stay in the present, and we're going to give you the answers to the present moment, as in what it is you can do and how it is you can move through what it is you're moving through on an emotional level. So I will ask different questions to do with how do I move through this on an emotional level, how do I bring in this, how do I download that for myself, as in on personal growth. I'm all about that for me. And your spirit guides will give answers about futures as well, but they do, as again, they will say we need to stay present. I've already, especially if you're re-asking the same questions again and again. However, you can certainly re-ask them the same questions again and again because you're still needing to move through that particular issue. That's fine. All right, they will assist you. So I just wanted to say that. Without further ado, even though I've said that about cards, we're going to, and it's fine to see tarot readers and all that. I'm not talking about those. They're fine. That's good. You sit there, you pay for your reading with your tarot reader or your oracle reader, or whatever cards they are, and that's perfectly fine. But I'm talking about when you're at home, just don't rely fully on these cards and continuously asking the same questions and continuously relying on them in answer to follow, in answer to your most pressing questions. You must also listen to your intuitions, and that is what first and foremost I will say to you. Asking for the assistance, listening to your intuition, and saying a prayer and asking God for the help. Whoever it is, saying a prayer to God, asking Jesus. I'm best friends with Jesus. I love him to death. I love him very, very much. And God is very much, I love God. I have God, the universe, the divine creator, whatever words, divine spirit. I don't use the word God. I use other words as well. I do use God sometimes. It's When you form a relationship with your holy teams, you get to know your spirit guides very well. My spirit guides are very, very dear friends to me. And I get to know the archangels and their different personalities because they've all got different personalities. And they're very, very dear friends to me as well, very dear confidants to me. And I get to know masters, and we're sort of on level with one another. And I love channeling them. And there's more than just the masters and the archangels. You've got the beings of light that have never incarnated, that do not have bodies. God's family is far bigger and far more diverse than we are aware of. We're so used to being in religion. I grew up Catholic. The kids go to Catholic schools. They don't advertise that I do this for a living. Not really the thing to say. But if Father asks me, I would answer Father and say, this is what I do. Absolutely, wholeheartedly. God gave me gifts and I use them. And it doesn't need to fit into a mainstream religion and be boxed in, because mainstream religions come from man. Yeah, the Bible is written by man. And if we follow the Bible 100% completely all the time, well, that's going to cut out the Muslims and the Jews and everyone else. And this starts religious wars. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, let's all accept one another, respect each other's religions, respect what each other believes with God, how others choose to worship God, and how we choose to live our lives, as long as we're not hurting others and being destructive. And you know what I mean. Yeah, using common sense. But don't get so hung up on your religions either. All right? All religions are best of intentions. They really do have that. But when you grow, when you're on a spiritual journey, your outlook changes. It really does shift. It changes your relationships. It changes what is it you thought, how is it you felt. When you're on a conscious spiritual journey, you do grow and you do change. And that often changes a lot of things in our lives, whether that's comfortable or whether that's not comfortable. A lot of the time it's not so comfortable, because you have to either end relationships and move forward and find a new footing, find a new tribe, whatever words you want to use. Yeah, I said more than I meant to say. Right, so pile one. Those of you who picked pile one, wisdom of the Magi, mental clarity. New cards. I went shopping, guys, this week. And the other card that came with that is recognize the signs from above. Angels are sending you messages now. You're too distracted to notice. Stay alert and open to divine guidance. This is about intuition. Have a good look at these cards. Okay. This is about intuition, and are you listening? Is what they want me to say as I sit here. And the guide that's coming through this card, I'm getting the energy of Master Merlin coming in, actually, as I sit here, as well as Archangel Michael, who's here, and Archangel Gabriel. They're both here with me too. I'm getting the energy of Merlin, and they're talking about the energy of following your intuition. Are you saying, Merlin, come back in? Are you listening? Okay, so there are some changes wanting to come in. You're almost there, but there is a blockage. All right, there is a small blockage to do with these changes wanting to come in. So why is there a blockage? I'm going to have to close my eyes just a second. I'm going to listen. So Michael is saying that there's a clearing up of debris around you to do with leftover situations that are present, still in the aura and in the psyche, so to speak. That's kind of holding you back a little bit. Though you actually do know you need to step forward, he's saying. You need to do some clearing as well around your homes, getting rid of some things you no longer need inside the house, removing clutter, they're saying as well, and removing clutter from your lives as well, they're also saying as I sit here. So following the intuition and listening to where it is you feel guided to be. Some of you are holding back, they're saying, due to fears, and they're saying you're going to be pushed forward regardless. You're going to be moved forward regardless. So they're showing me into the new year. There will be some happier changes coming in. You're going to feel a little bit more happy, a little bit more magical, a little bit more lighter, is what they're saying. There's going to be a very specific sign put on your path that it's going to stand out to you, and you're going to go, aha, I'm going to do that, or aha, I'm going to take that, or aha, I'm going to follow that. It's going to stick out like a beacon to you, so you will not miss the sign. They're making you feel. You follow it and you go, okay, this is something I need to do. This, whatever this is, it's going to be different for all of you. All right, so I will leave you with that. Thank you. Those of you who picked pile 2, Archangel Zadkiel, self-acceptance, compassion, forgiveness. You know, Zadkiel is a very straight-talking angel. He's very good to call upon to flush out the ear chakras, to do with hearing your clairaudience. Okay, and the other card that came out with pile 2 is no, it is not time yet. This is not the divine right time to take action. Please be patient. The opportune moment is approaching. So I'm getting with you, you're going to have a decision to make. And I'm feeling it's all on a good note. This decision that's going to be coming in that you're going to need to make. I feel as for some of you it's going to be 2 decisions, not 1. And also you're going to decide whether you're going to go this way or that way. And you're going to go, will I not? Will I take the boat? Will I not take the boat? Will I take the car instead? What am I going to do here? And I'm feeling as though you're going to have the ability of choice. And it's all on a happy note. I feel as though there is more joy coming in for you. And I see you smiling a lot more to do with these decisions that you're going to be making. So the card is right. Divine timing has to occur in order for this decision, when these decisions come in, for you to make. So these 2 opportunities, or one opportunity will present itself to you, okay? And you will decide clearly, will I not? What will I do here? And to me, it just feels they're positive opportunities, they're blessed opportunities, okay? Some of them are bigger than others. Some of you will have bigger opportunities than others, and that's okay. They are to do with pivoting a bit on your path for some of you, and some of you are going to do an absolute massive turn, round corner. It's different for each. Stay in your integrity. Spirit is saying, stay in your integrity, stay in your truth. Be sure to be true to yourselves. Everyone else will have to find their roads and will have to go and work themselves out. You can't save everyone. You can't be everything to everyone. Some of you have really been seeping your energies out and feeling exhausted and emotionally tired and mentally tired. They're saying no more of that. We need you to keep your energy for you, and you're going to start to, in the new year, become a little bit more selfish in that regard. And you'll be saying to maybe some of you who have got teenage kids or adult kids who are living with you, going, oh, actually, I think you can work yourself out. Go and take the bus, or whatever this is. You go and cook the meal instead. I like some dinner. You can cook for me. Whatever this is to do with, you'll be asking for people to hold space for you. And it's a lesson that you've come to and that you've learned. And I see you standing quite indignant in that, saying, you need to hold space for me because I've got enough space for all of you. Be it this is at work, with colleagues, bosses, friends, family members, spouses. Yeah? All right. Thank you. Now, those of you who picked pile 3, personal guide, guardian angel, spirit family. Aren't they lovely cards? And the other card that came with this, all is in perfect timing. This is it. It's time to take action now. I will be here to help you every step of the way. So this is God speaking, is what I get as I look at this. So you yourselves are going to have an opportunity. You yourselves are going to decide which way you're going to go as well. And what was closed to you before is going to open. Those doors are going to open for you. And I'm seeing more abundance coming in of a financial perspective as well for some of you. Some of you are going to be making some money in jobs, whether you're stepping up in a role at work and you're being offered more pay, or you're getting more hours at work, or this is to do with a personal business that you run, either a side business or it's your own full-time employment. You're going to be making some money in the new year, and there's going to be some opportunities to do with those personal businesses that you run, or whoever it is you work for. There's going to be some opportunity coming in order to make more money. So your guardian angels are around you, just as the card speaks of, but I also feel that there is a strong spirit guide that's come on your team. Yeah? So you've got your guardian angels with you, but you've also got an extra spirit guide that's come on your team for each of you. This spirit guide holds a lot of wisdom in their hands. And they're here to guide you. They're actually here to, how do I say this? Stand strong for you is what I get, is what they're here to do, is help stand strong for you. So they're also saying, as I sit here, they're not going to let you get away with a lot of nonsense. They're going to make sure that you actually see reality here and face what you need to face in order to move through it, because there's something important on the other side of this. You're very, very capable people, and you sell yourself short. You think you can't do this and you can't do that, but this guide is saying, these new spirit guides that have come on your team. It's like one guide that's come on to bring in strength. For those of you who picked pile 3, this guide's going to make sure that you're actually going to get to what it is you need to get. There's something waiting for you. I can't put it, whether it's an experience is what it is. It's an experience you're going to have. Where you didn't think you could have this experience, and where you didn't think you could even do such a thing. Like an example, I'm not saying you're going to do this, but an example would be doing rock climbing, and you didn't think this is something you could do, and this is really going to lift your self-esteem and self-confidence. It's just an example, but there's an opportunity and an experience you're going to have. It's already there. It's already pre-planned. It's behind the curtain, and this new guide, this new spirit guide that's come on each of your teams is going to make sure. This spirit guide feels like an ascended master, and they're really there to make sure that you step up to the plate in order to be able to have this experience, be ready for this experience, and to follow through on it. So, sorry, that's a mouthful, but that is what they're giving me as I sit here. And it's all good, they're saying. It's like a time of celebration is coming up if it isn't here already. So I'm feeling a lot of joy here. There's a lot to be joyful about that's coming in if it hasn't already. So they're also saying a time of growth and renewal. So a lot of you are going to grow some wings here. Get some butterfly wings. Growth and renewal. So you'll start to see the fruits of your labours coming up. So this isn't just to do with jobs. This is to do with personal relationships, goals, endeavours, whatever it is you have. You're going to start to see the fruits of your labours. Some of you have waited 2 years for, I'm feeling 2 years to feel the fruits of your labours, a couple of years. And they're saying that it's going to start to sprout. So they're bringing me into the second half of 2023, or the last quarter of 2023, leading to 2024, where you're going to start to see the fruits of your labours absolutely starting to come up. And I'm seeing the green shoots a fair way up out of the ground, so about that far out of the ground before they have to become life-size. But that's what I'm seeing. So it's like the last quarter of 2023, you start to see that, the fruits of your labours springing up. All right. Okay. All right. Well, I will do another channel message in the new year. Let's see what they want to tell us for 2023. I want to enter 2023 before I do that channeled message. I wish you all a blessed week. Take a rest. Enjoy the week with your families, with yourselves. Make sure you do something that you enjoy. But you go to the movies by yourself and you sit there with a bowl of popcorn, and you have your popcorn, or whatever it is you enjoy doing, go and do it. Go and do it. I'll connect with all of you again soon in the next couple of days. Lots of love to all of you, and I wish you all a happy new year when I see you. Thanks, everybody.